What's up with y'all, man? What's up, YouTube fam? I'm back. I'm back in the mix, man. You feel me? If you're new to my channel, my name is Jonathan. I'm an entrepreneur, go-getter. I'm a hustler. You can look at my page and see all my old videos came from YouTube. Came on the YouTube doing sneaker videos, live cops. What's up with y'all, man? What's up, YouTube fam? I'm back. I'm back in the mix, man. You feel me? If you're new to my channel, well, you see that's technical difficulties playing in the background. But yeah, no need to get into all that. If you want to follow me on social media, make sure y'all leave a link below. But I'm just going to get into a couple reaction videos today. Hope y'all doing well. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But today, what we're going to get into, one, this young lady bought a home at 23 years old. So we're going to tap in with her, see what she talking about. You know, I always like seeing BC Make It videos. They inspiring. They've been doing a lot of millennials, but now they starting to get into the Gen Z segment of just, you know, budgeting. I know I like finance, so that's one part of this channel. I like finances. I like money. I like talking about stock, stuff like that. So she bought a house at 23. I ain't watched that yet, so we're going to see what she's talking about in there. And then next, we're going to get into Palantir stock. I've been into this stock since like last November 2023. I've been dollar cost averaging in it. And if y'all in the stocks, this joint going up, bro. This is long term, bro. Long term. So we're gonna get into stocks. If y'all want to see my stock portfolio or want me to get into it, leave a comment below for sure. You know, I'm already up like year over year. I'm up like 50%, no cap, on my portfolio, no cap. So I mean, leave a comment below. I might do that into the Patreon. I'm still building things out, trying to see what direction I want this channel to go into and everything. But yeah, leave a comment below. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to get into fiance and finances. This is one YouTuber I've been watching lately. And I want to give credit to all the YouTubers as well. His name is Steven. I've been following him, subscribed to him for a while. It don't say it right here because this isn't my logged in browser, as you can see. But I've been watching him for a little minute. He's a pharmacist. He owns 52 units of property, apartments, things like that. And he started bringing his fiance onto the show, just talking about different things in a relationship. This one specifically is how they split their finances. So I want to, you know, react to that, give y'all my opinion on that, and let me see y'all opinion. You know, as a young black man, I try to look at successful couples. You know what I mean? Look at successful couples. But let's get in the video though.
Growing up, I would have never thought I would be in this position. I'm aware a lot of people my age would probably get a studio apartment or would like to live on their own, but personally I love living with other people, whether it be a roommate or family. My name is Sharon.
She's smart. She's smart. She's smart. And I don't know what her, I'm not even getting into that, but I don't know what her race is, but this is more than likely common. You know what I mean? In my community, it's not too common in the black community. But she's saying she preferred to live with roommates or her brother. She stayed down. She stayed down. That's my type. That's my type for real. She stayed down for real. Let's see. And she's 23.
When I was 23 years old, I was able to purchase my first home in the suburbs of New York City for $750,000.
Like $750K. That's a lot. That's a lot. If I had to guess, she's definitely working tech. She definitely working tech for sure. That's my guess. She working tech. We gonna see, but to purchase something in New York City for $750K, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. At 23 too, Gen Z baby. That's how we do. Gen Z, you know, I'm a Gen Z. I'm 24 years old myself, so that's what we do. And people, I see all these videos on YouTube, people talking about how we lazy, how we don't wanna work. That's all cap. Gen Z, not all of it is cap. Some of it is true, but like, in my opinion, people I got around me, we hustlers. We get to the money. My generation, we trying to find a way out of no way. You feel me? Okay, she works as a UX designer and content creator, earning around $96,000. That's solid. That's great. But nah, actually, cost of living. That's New York. That's New York. Cost of living, that's New York. That's in New York. $96,000. I feel like that's poverty line in New York. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could be wrong, but I think that's poverty line. I think that's poverty line. And she studied fashion design in undergrad. Okay. Now here's my take on undergrad. Well, not undergrad, university. I'm pro university. I'm pro college. I feel like definitely believe everyone should go to well, not everyone, but if that's something you're interested in, you should definitely try it. You know what I mean? But just major in something good. She said she initially majored in fashion design in undergrad. Me personally, I wouldn't major in fashion design. I'm more of a tech, business analyst, cybersecurity type of dude. If you're doing fashion design, I rock with it by all means. But it's like, one, you either got to be on daddy's money, you know what I mean? Or like it's already paid for, where it's free, you don't got to take out no debt. Or you really just love it. Like you love fashion design, that's what you do. You trying to work for Louis Vuitton, you trying to be the next Virgil. Like that's all, you eat, sleep, and breathe fashion design. Cool. But if it's just on something, I like it, I want to try it, and you taking out loans, that's a waste of money.
I decided to switch careers into tech because
What I tell you? Tech where the bread at, bruh. Tech is where the bread is at, my boy. I'm telling you, bruh. That's where it's at. Get into tech. Just hopefully you don't get laid off. These tech layoffs crazy, bruh. Get into tech, man. Get into tech. I knew it.
Wanted to focus more on high income skills, so I'd have more confidence to support myself to pay off any student loans post-college.
She bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with her older brother and his wife for around $750K.
Purchasing a home was always
okay. So she split it. She ain't paid for it
herself. It was possible with all the student loans that I had and still figuring out my career. My brother suggested that maybe we can live together post-college.
My setup kind of looked like that.
And during that time, save on rent to combine finances and buy one together.
That's good. Teamwork make the dream work. Teamwork make the dream work, man. You know what I mean? You got a team. You got to collaborate and work for that bigger goal.
Definitely a challenge within my family. My parents immigrated from South Korea before I was born, and I think trying to build a better life for themselves as well as my siblings, there was definitely a lot of financial challenges. My parents taught me that we should be really intentional with how we spend our money. Intentionality of That's if true. I need this purchase has stuck with me till this day. So in regards to my monthly budget, the biggest expense would probably be my mortgage. I currently pay $2,500 a month, and afterwards, although I try to eat the most at home.
Let's see what her budget talking about. Okay, housing and utilities, $2,800, $29 really round up. For New York, or is that just her cut? That gotta be just her cut, just her part, because you're not getting a $750K house for $3,000 mortgage. So that's probably each between her brother and I think and his wife. So that's like nine bands a month total. Dang. Okay. And then she got, I can't see the discretionary, $636. That's like shopping, new bedding, tithing. Okay. Is that realistic? Shopping, tithing, and new bedding, $600 a month. I don't really know about that. But speaking for myself, I'd be spending too, so it might be. Home upgrades, $533. I think that's smart. She's reinvesting back into the real estate. That's good. Reinvesting. Food for $100. That could include groceries and eating out. From what it's looking, I don't see nothing separate, so that's cool. I think I try to spend no more than $250, even though I'm pretty sure I go over that. But my budget is like $250. But she live in New York, so it could cost more. But then at the same time, she living with 3 other people though, so like, yeah, I can't split groceries. Like, I don't know, that's a little high too. Student loan repayment, $285. Yeah, that's about average. Retirement savings, $216. I feel like she could bump that up. I feel like she can bump. Is that all she's investing a month? Just $216? She can bump that up a little bit. You always prioritize saving and investing. You know what I mean? It needs to be treated like a bill. Like, You know what I mean? It shouldn't, in my budget, it doesn't come last. Like, it's not what's left over. It's, I want to save this amount a month. Well, actually, no, that's kind of low-key cap. Nah, I'll pay the major bills to keep these lights on. And then, and then I see what I wiggle around with what's left. But I definitely make a priority to save and invest first, because it's like, that's what's going to pay you in the long run, bruh. That's what's going to pay you in the long run. That's, all my joints is automatic. All my bills, all my investments, all it's on autopilot. So when I get paid, everything goes automatically. I ain't got to think about it. That's, use my brain less, bro. I ain't even think about that.
I like to
subscriptions,
try out new
cool,
bars
phone.
or new
Okay.
restaurants.
That's cool. Evenly. So that I was saying, probably like 9 bands for
spreadsheet that we
mortgage.
keep track of, and any expenses, say at BJ's or Costco that we go to, it would be tracked in a spreadsheet with the receipt and the amount split in 3. Identifying as Christian, my religion is very important to me, and I think
That's what's up.
dedicating a portion of my income towards my faith is a major factor and a way to give thanks for all the blessings and definitely even the house I was able to purchase.
Amen.
So when it came to purchasing a home, it was definitely very overwhelming, as it would be our first one. I think the most important factor is knowing around what budget that we wanted to purchase our home within. So first getting an idea of the amount of savings or how much we wanted to put down, and then from that kind of working backwards of the location of where we want to live. In the beginning, when it came to the budget, I think it was really about what we were both comfortable with. We didn't want to approach it as we're going to do everything 50% you versus 50% him if, say, one was making more income than the other, because this is going to be a family house. We were both willing to pull out of all of our investments, which is what happened.
Pulled out the investments? She said she put out the investments. I wonder what she pulled out of. Hold on. I missed that. What's she saying?
Out of all of our investments, which is what happened.
Says she earns $94K a year as a UX designer with a role she began in mid-2023. That's a good salary. Well, I don't even know how far to college she is, honestly. But she's 23, so she must have just got out of school, realistically. That's a great salary, though, coming out of school. That's a great, awesome salary. In addition to her UX job, she brought in video. Dang. So she let me see, basic math. 50. She brought in like 140.
In my YouTube channel in 2018, and I'm very passionate about education. The first video I made was about getting into Parsons. I really wanted to knowledge share since I wasn't able to attend private art school classes back then. And I think that motivation to wanting to be transparent in terms of education has followed me and translated itself when I started transitioning into UX design, and I wanted to share that with others as well. So I wasn't able to start monetizing until 2021. Being a content creator, income definitely fluctuates, but I'm super thankful to have been able to leverage best I can what I had at the time. And my best year in social media, I made close to $120,000 in 2022.
Dang. Okay, so she's 23 bands for a
When
down
we bought the
payment.
home, it was valued around $750,000.
Okay.
And the way we split it is,
Yeah, that's
as
crazy.
I'm single and my brother is married, he is covering for him and his wife's portion. So I own about 30% and he owns 70% of the home as of now.
That's fair. 70 grand. Okay.
Something we didn't expect when trying to purchase our home is just how steep the competition was. I remember there was one home we were looking at that had over 100 visitors in the span of...
Now, this is real. This is real. I recently bought my first property, and luckily, I can get more into that if y'all want to, see more. The first property I bought, if y'all want to get into how much I paid, my plan, my future plans for it, how I'm going to leverage this property to build my real estate portfolio, leave a comment below. game like that, I probably put on the Patreon. I might make a video on it, but I feel like good game that it costs me money to learn and do. I gotta put it in the Patreon. I'm not gonna lie. I love y'all, but good game. But I'm gonna still make some videos though to put up. But in-depth videos, probably the Patreon. But yeah, back to her point, it's very competitive because I knew the person selling my property, my first property, so she was willing to work with me. And you know, as I got my approval letter, you know, as I got my tax statements, my bank statements, you know, just the whole process of getting approved and seeing what I qualify for to buy the home, because it was my first time. So she was definitely patient with me, and you know, she was rocking with me. But I felt as though if it was something I saw on the market and I didn't know them and I had to really compete with other people, buyers, like somebody already put an offer on the joint. I had cash offer. They told me they put a cash offer in, so I was trying to hurry up and you know, get my stuff together so I can buy it. But like I said, she knew me, so she was waiting for me. But that just goes to show that people be cash ready for these properties, and it's definitely it's good bump. It's good bump.
2 hours for an open house, and when we tried to put in our first offer, at the time it's 3.5% down. That's what we were hearing. We found out the next day that it was sold for over asking price by another buyer, fully in cash. So
what I tell you, bruh? What I tell you, cash, full cash. Damn, not renovations too. I already spent a grip on renovations for my crib already, bruh. So I'm already knowing.
We purchased this home in early 2024, and from the date of signing and officially making the house ours to the time we wanted to move in, we had 10 weeks or so. And during that time, we had to get everything done in terms of ordering the floors, knowing what paint colors, the samples for flooring. We did about 80% of the renovations on our own. The only things we outsourced were the things we absolutely did not know how to do on our own. Putting in the countertops, installing the cabinets, that was something we did hire out for a contractor.
And I had the content for my renovation. I did the kitchen right now. I'm gonna be doing the I'll be doing the bathroom soon. I'm trying to do that this year, but it costs money, bruh. I'm buying the supplies and stuff right now, though. So that, and then, yeah, but I got the videos for most of the renovations I've done so far, so I'm probably going to cook that up into, you know, a YouTube video. Might just stream on it and talk about it and look back on it, honestly. I kind of like streaming better just to get it done. All that editing and stuff just be, I don't know. But I'm gonna do that. I might do that for y'all. Like I said, let me know below if y'all want to see that.
In terms of sanding the walls, painting the flooring, doing the baseboards, the staircases, that was mostly done between me and my brother and sister-in-law.
Yeah, but real estate definitely one of the ways to get into. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I purchased my first one. I got a good deal. Already got some equity in it, so I got plans for this. Jump. 40,000 on the kitchen floor. That's not bad.
I think in terms of, say, splitting the home or the living arrangements, we ultimately kept each other in mind of what we thought was fair. For example, they understand that because I have social media, I may need a more private space. They decided to give me 2 bedrooms on top of which one I converted into my office. But in terms of disagreements, I think it was more learning how to communicate and live with each other. Although we had a bit of a rough patch in terms of what we'd expect from the other person, we really did work through that through a couple conversations, and now we just learned to be a lot more understanding of each other. I primarily spend a lot of time in the kitchen or living room here, or if not in my office, and they would take the family room downstairs. But when I'm finished with work, we would all have dinner together, and I think it's a good dynamic of being able to do our own work, but then coming together at the end of the day to, say, watch a movie or do chores together. Adjusting my social life to be more in the suburbs has definitely been a bit more of a challenge. It takes a lot more time or a bit more intention to try to plan out ahead. I can't spontaneously go into the city as easily as I want to in the past.
Yeah, that sucks.
Multiple us, and there's conversation reasons. a home post-college. I'm just thankful that I happen to be living at home for more investment reasons. I did not ever imagine that I would be living with my brother, with his wife, purchasing a home post-college. I'm just thankful that I happen to be living with family and people that I trust.
1 second. Interesting. I mean, hey, that was a good episode. That was a good video. Now let's get into this Palantir
Today
stuff.
on Homeworthy, we're up right
Not much price movement as we approach the opening bell. Mike Lee, though, he is with me now. I want to talk about the consumer price inflation report tomorrow, Mike. What?
But nah, that's our last video. Great video. I think she's definitely going to do some amazing things. She already on the right track. She got a good head on her shoulders, for real. And shoot, New York, like a nice size home. They did renovations themselves. Definitely gonna put some sweat equity into that. And I wonder what her plan is for the future, long term. Probably buy and hold, or they're gonna flip it. I don't know, but hey, it was a good video. Next, let's get into this Palantir stock. Like I told y'all, I've been investing into Palantir since last November 2023, so it's been running up.
Expected is a 2.3% gain year over year. If that's what we get, does the market rally?
Yeah, I think if we come in line with expectations. So first quarter, 3.2% year over year. Second quarter, 2.7% year over year. Third quarter, we're hoping to come in at 2.3%. Kind of round it out right there. That's the trend the Fed wants to see. And then, we've obviously seen a spike in rates since Friday with the jobs report, although I'm skeptical that we added...
What happened?
That we added 785,000 government workers in the month of September, as the job report said. 1.3 million in seasonally
Some of these job reports be capped. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these job reports be capped. I've been following it closely lately with the Fed and stuff like that. They just dropped it 50%, 50 basis points. I think last month or the month before that. And they're supposed to be dropping, I'm hearing, 25 basis points for this next upcoming October, November Fed rate. That's good, though, because the market was booming. We closed, my portfolio is coming back to an all-time high from, like, earlier this year, like March, July. So it's definitely going back up to all-time high. If y'all want to see my portfolio and what I invest in, like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know some interest, I've been doing this investing for a minute, and I've had some good results. I'm not going to lie. Had some good results. So I'll share that with y'all if there's enough interest in it. But yeah, I'm glad to see the Fed cutting rates. My plan with this property, my interest rate is a little high. It's a little up there. So now that it's coming down, I think within a year or two, we'll be prime. We'll probably be close to the lowest it's going to get. Probably refinance and, do my thing with that.
So I'm a little bit skeptical. I think there may be some revisions coming in the future. But unless this inflation number gets really hot and sparks interest rates higher, I think this rally continues.
I've got to ask you about Palantir. You said it's the greatest investment opportunity of all time, your lifetime. The stock hasn't moved that much, though.
Yeah,
Yes, it
sure,
has.
it's got an incredible valuation. So for a company...
What do you mean it hasn't moved that much? What? This joint is up like... Hold up. This joint on the 5 day is up 9%. 1 month is up 22%. 6 month it's up 100%. It's up 100% over the past 6 months. I got in like around 20. I was buying heavy around the 20. This trade. And the whole killers, bro. I was about to put an option trade. I'm not a trader, bro, by all means. This is not financial advice. I was about to put an option trade in. And I was like, no, Jonathan, you're a long-term investor. It was at like 37. I was gonna put a $40 call in, bruh. Buy like 500 calls. You see this, bruh? Like 43.51. I would have been printing money right now, bruh. But long-term investor, I'm gonna wait for another pullback, and then I'm gonna drop a little something in there on another pullback. I'm hoping like around probably around like 35. It was a big jump from 30 to 35. I don't think we get it under 30. We probably not gonna get under 30 again unless it's a major drop. I'm looking at like 32 to 36, like 32 to 36, 32 to 36, around there, hopefully. But he talking about it hasn't been doing that. Year to date, it's up 162% this year, and then over the year 150. People, I know, I really started getting in around 17 actually. Like 17 is when I first started buying, and it went up to 20 fast, and it consolidated in this 20 for months. It's for months. It consolidated in 20s for months, bro. Dang, it consolidated for 20. But I think it's gonna do. I've noticed that with stocks. Same thing with Nvidia too. Like it has that jump, that big moment, then it consolidates for a little bit. Big moment, consolidates for a little bit. Now we're going to the next run. It's going to consolidate a little bit more, and that's when we're going to keep buying dollar cost averaging in. You feel me? That's good game right there. That's a strategy right there. That's good game. That's free game, no cap. That's free game.
$80 billion market cap. It's expensive.
Yeah, very.
But the way you have to think about it is, I'm thinking of more of it like a Tesla. So if you could have bought Tesla 7 or 8 years ago, that had an astronomical valuation because of what lies in front of it. So the addressable market, the software services it could cover, is somewhere in the hundreds of billions of dollars. So between 100 and 200 billion. So this company's revenue over the next 5 years, 10 years could grow 5x, 10x, 20x, 30x, because it's the software that sits at the focal point of artificial.
It's the ontology.
Intelligence. So you're building up all this firepower and all this computing power with your NVIDIA chips and your Amazon cloud, your Microsoft cloud. To actually implement it in your business, you need software that's excellent. Nothing like Palantir that exists.
Real fast, before the
They say they have no competitors. No competitors. You feel me?
market opens, you have a home in Sarasota, which is in the storm path. Have you evacuated?
Yes, we evacuated. I'm very scared of what we're going to go home to. All our friends and like what's going to be left over.
You're in the storm surge, right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah, the predicted storm surge anywhere between 7 and 12 feet from my home. So
Well, we wish
That's
you well.
it. Yeah, and prayers up to everybody in Florida that's been affected by this hurricane. That's crazy, man. I live in Maryland. Thank you, Jesus. We get little rain. We get all 4 seasons. You know what I mean? But the storms, the hurricanes, we don't get none of that, bruh. We got a little earthquake a couple years ago. Something slight, but on the normal, we good, bruh. Like, it might be 90 degrees one day, then 60 the next day sometimes, but no major storms, bruh. No major storms, you feel me? God bless. But God bless anybody that's been affected by the storm. Lastly, let's get into fiance and finances. Shout out this content creator. Actually, shout out all the content creators. Shout out MB&C, CNBC. Shout out Michael Lee Strategy. And shout out Steven. I've been following him for a minute. He's been making good content, and I enjoy it. He's gonna talk about how him and his fiance split their finances. So let's do it. You know, not even say my community, but just online, you see a lot of, I ain't doing 50-50, no 50-50. I need a man that's going pay 100% of bills. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to work. I hear you, bruh. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what they talking about.
My name is Steven, and this is Christine. We're both pharmacists and real estate investors. So today we want to talk about how we split our finances from all the phases of our life, right? So the first phase is us dating, and we weren't living together. The second phase was us living together, dating, and now the third phase is us sharing a mortgage together in a house that we bought together. So let's start with the first phase of dating.
I think he like 33. I think he like 33 years old. Still young, and he has like a $6 million portfolio, bro. Like, that's crazy. He live in California.
How was our finances split when we started first dating?
So when we first started dating, I think for the most part we kept everything half-half. When we went on dates, Steven will cover the bill, or I'll cover dessert afterwards. And then the next time I'll cover the meal, and then we will do an activity and Steve will cover the other part. So it wasn't actually like exactly 50-50 down the middle. We were like Venmo each other at the end of the night. It was just kind of like a rough 50-50. We didn't keep tabs on each other or anything like that.
Yeah, we just would like, for example, if I paid for one dinner, then she would get the next dinner, right? Or if it's like a special occasion where it's like our anniversary.
Are you tired of flipping house?
Oh my gosh.
Results, always chasing your next deal, and
I might have get premium, bruh. Get out my face. I can't even see it. Hold on.
I would pay for that. But like I said, it wasn't an exact number, right? Like it was just more of like, oh, last time you got me, I'll get you the next time. So there wasn't official tabs. It was just kind of like a even split. Mentally in our minds, like I said, I don't have an Excel spreadsheet documenting, oh, like you owe me $5.
Nah, that's wild. That's wild. I feel like if you doing that in your relationship, that's crazy, bro. No need to have a whole Excel sheet. Keeping tabs, bro. I never been that type to want to keep tabs on somebody, bro. Like, remember like that. Remember I did this for you? Nah, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, bro. Nah, if you try to play me like a dummy, and that's when I'm going to bring it up, bro. If you try to play me like a dummy. But if you cool, it ain't no biggie, bro. It's no biggie. That's funny. But just today what they was saying, like in the beginning of the relationship, it wasn't exactly 50-50. But like, hey, I always say if I make the plans, if I invite you out to go like, hey, you want to go out to eat, you want to go here, by all means, I'm going to pay. But don't hit me up saying you want to go here, here, and here, and just think I'm going to pay. Like, that don't sit with me right, bro. That don't sit with me right. You know what I mean? But even then, like I said, if I pay for the tickets, you buy the snacks. You know what I mean? If I pay for the dinner, you buy dessert, or you pay for the tip. Well, that's another topic on the tip. But you pay for dessert. You know what I mean? Not exactly 50-50, but if she don't spend money on you, bro, she ain't really attracted to you. Like, straight like that.
It was just
straight
fair,
like that.
I'd say.
It was just like fair where like it wasn't like I was like paying for everything or Christine wasn't paying for everything. So that was kind of the first, I think, year and a half of us dating. And I think we moved in together in Santa Monica about 2 years in. About 2 years, a little under 2 years in. So let's kind of share how we split our finances at that point once we started living together.
So actually, in terms of like the living situation, Steven moved to Santa Monica first, and because of a job, and then I decided that I wanted to move in, and I also applied in the Santa Monica area, and because of that, I got a job, and then I moved in maybe like 3 months into Steven moving in. So my mindset was like, oh, Steven was already gonna pay the rent anyways, so I was just gonna crash. I kind of lived like half-half, like half in Santa Monica when I was working, and on my days off, I would go home back home, and I would stay at home. So I didn't stay at Santa Monica most of the time, or all the time. So it was just like half-half situations. And then Steven covered the rent. And as for me, I think I'm more of like an acts of service person. So I would cook for him, or I would buy groceries.
That's solid. That's solid.
I felt like it worked for us.
That's
solid. So I think in dating, sorry, I forgot to mention, is I was renting an apartment in like Orange County at the time, and Christine was just living at home with her family. So, her living situation was free, right? She didn't have to pay rent, and that's how she was able to pay off her student loans, which we talked about in a different video. But she would visit maybe 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what day she had off. And then when we moved in together, obviously moving to Santa Monica, it's pretty far. It's like West LA on the complete other side. And then I moved there for a job. And then shortly after I got a job, she also got a job in that area as well. And like I said, I was already living in a studio in Santa Monica, right by the beach. And then she just kind of felt like she was kind of crashing in there. I think you went home about maybe like once a week to do that. But yes, I covered the rent, right? So I was staying there anyways. And Christine would basically provide for the food, the groceries. If we went out to eat, sometimes, she was more inclined to get the bill on that too. And there's a segment too where I was a little bit unemployed, right? I think during that window.
Yeah, I cover everything else.
Yeah, when I was job hopping,
stay down.
She would kind of cover everything else if we went out, if we did an activity.
See, that's what's wrong, bruh. stay down. Stay down, bruh. Stay down with me. Stay down with me. He said he wasn't working, you know what I mean? And there's a time when he was unemployed, he wasn't working. She said, I got you. I'm gonna take care of it. So like that's how I feel like that definitely creates successful relationships when, you know, not always gotta be 50-50, but it might be sometimes you're doing 100-0. You might do 75-25, you might do 50-50, you might do 70-30. Just depends on the time where you at in life at the moment. That's what people gotta understand.
Like an event, like we went to the Coachella, and then Christine covered that. So I think overall too, it felt pretty fair. Because to be fair, I had to have a place to live anyways myself. At least I was brainwashed to believe that.
You did. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have been homeless.
Yeah, I would have been homeless on Santa Monica, right? Joining the other homeless people in a tent. But to me, it was nice to, in my mind at least, like have company. Like obviously, being in Santa Monica was kind of far from Christine's hometown too, and
My internet, my rules. Introducing My Home from Verizon. Choose what goes into your internet plan and always know what you pay.
I remember feeling kind of like blue, like when I first moved to Santa Monica.
It was also winter time.
Yeah, it was winter
Not
time.
much sun out there.
It got dark by 4, like super gloomy, super cloudy, and it just felt a little bit off. But then once like Christine moved in, it definitely, things started to flip around for me, right? But you know, going through the pains of living together for the first time, we'll do a whole new video on that about our experience living together. It wasn't easy between new jobs and a new living situation for Christine because she's just been living at home like most of her life, or living at college, right? Kind of dorm life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, it's also 50-50. We own a house.
Now let's kind of go on to maybe like current day.
Yeah, fast forward now, we lived together for about 2.5 years in Santa Monica, and now we own a house together.
Okay.
So in terms of the down payment, it was split 50-50.
Solid.
In terms of our expenses right now, it's also 50-50.
Solid.
So when we first started owning a house, we also started up our joint.
So what's the problem here, bruh? What's the problem here, bruh? I don't understand. What is all this? I'm not doing 50-50, bruh. What's all this? I'm not doing 50-50, bruh. Like, I don't see the problem. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. And I've experienced it firsthand. I mentioned 50-50. They start turning their face. You know, it don't gotta be exactly 50-50, but do your part, I do my part, bruh. But she solid. They split the down payment 50-50. She said they split the bills 50-50. But at the end of the day, bro, Jonathan, you know what you gotta understand? You know what we gotta understand? To my followers and my supporters, bro, what they gotta understand? She getting paid. She's a pharmacist, bro. She's a whole pharmacist like him. She getting paid. A lot of these shawties, they be broke. She getting paid, so she said it's nothing. That's what it is, bro. The ones that complain about it 50-50, they ain't getting no paid. They not getting no paid for real. She getting paid. She a farm. What's the average salary of a pharmacist? She getting at least 140 grand. She getting at least 140 grand. She's getting paid. She's getting paid for real, bro. She's getting paid. So, I mean, of course, she cool with it.
Account.
But
and then we're adulting. We finally got our shared savings and checking accounts and shares a credit card. So based on that, we would just charge everything, all the utilities, the mortgage payments to that account. And in addition, we will also send our incomes or our paychecks to that account. We allot us the same amount of money into that account every month.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know about my whole check going into one account, but I put a percentage though.
So, you know, to kind of add on to that, when we bought this house, we put, I think, 5% down on the property, which is insane, right? And I think what helped us
California,
5% down, to be
that's
honest,
gonna be a lot
me and
in
Christina are both
itself.
right? And the funny thing was Christine's the tax situation is so much easier compared to mine, right? Like Christine has a W-2 job and not much debt. Versus me over here, I own a bunch of real estate, some businesses that lost money, so my tax return.
I don't know about going into a business deal with someone that I'm not married to. Well, as far as a female, it's like if I'm gonna go into business with you and we sign paperwork together, you gotta be my wife, low key. Like I'm not doing all that. I mean, granted, he's her fiance now. I don't know if they put a house together before there was, fiance. You know what I mean? But if they did, I don't think that's really my speed for real. But whatever works for them works for them. I don't know about getting into a contract with a woman like that with someone I'm not married to. I probably got to be married to you to buy a house and co-sign and stuff like that for real.
There was a lot more complicated. So like I felt like
it's risky. It's risky, bro.
Despite making like a good income, like my situation felt a little bit unstable for the lender.
Because like you had me on a loan.
Yeah.
We were able to make it through the 5%.
Yeah, like I remember the loan officer was just like, "Oh my God, you're like one of the most complicated cases I've had." But I think because Christine she had like the perfect kind
credit
of
score.
Yeah,
didn't have any debt.
She had the perfect situation, and then mine was like the complete opposite, like kind of bounced out in the middle, and we ended up qualifying after some back and forth. And like I just bought a bunch of real estate. To be honest, I just got a new paying job that paid me significantly more than my last job. Mm-hmm. So like there's so much in flux for me, and it just kind of looked kind of sketchy to the loan officer, to be honest. And it just took a lot of like conversation convincing. But because Christine was on the loan too, I think it kind of helped us qualify for that 5% down, even qualify for the house, to be honest. Like I don't think I would have qualified myself unless I did like a significant down payment, and I couldn't afford that at this point because I'm asset rich, cash poor, right? Like a lot of my money is trapped in my real estate. I wouldn't have to sell.
Yeah, and we know that interest rates are going to go down eventually down the road, maybe a couple of years from now. So we know that refinancing is down the road. And so we were able to afford a...
To get started in data analytics, you don't need previous experience or a degree.
1 second.
Google's data analytics certificate will teach you to code in R, to code in SQL, data visualization, and learning how to problem solve like an analyst would.
The high payments right now with the 6.5% interest. So we're just looking forward for the refinancing down the road.
Yes, and to kind of like go back to the finances. So yeah, we do split this 50-50. We opened up so we have our own individual accounts, right? So our paychecks go into our respective accounts.
Okay.
And we do have a joint account through Ally Bank.
Okay, that's what I got. Ally Bank. I bank with Ally. I've been banking with them for like a year now. I like them. I get good interest payments every year. Just a high yield savings account. So that's cool.
Yet. But through Ally Bank, we just open up a joint account. And what we do is we actually, once a month, we automate a certain amount that goes from our account into this Ally Bank account, right? And from there, that's where it pays our mortgage, right? And our mortgage is high here, right? Because we put 5% down, 6.5% interest rate. It's like almost, I think, total cost like $700 a month, right? Give or take.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, right? And we have utilities, right? Water bill, electricity, gas, internet, all that funnels through that joint account. And maybe eventually, once we have kids, we might start funding stuff for the kids in that account too, right? And obviously, right now we are.
That's why I like him. He's a long-term thinker. He's like myself, honestly. He's a long-term thinker. He reminds me of myself, man. He plans in advance. He's strategic about it. You know what I mean? If you're having kids, he's going to set up a 529 account probably. Something for college, savings account. That's what I plan on doing. But you got to think about that before, that they come. Like, you got to set your kids up for success, for sure. Because you got to. That's your responsibility, bro. You really do, though. Like, that's something that we lack.
Both
working
right full time, so we contribute equally. It's been some controversy saying that, well, I do make more than Christine, right? So why are we splitting, right? Theoretically, I make more than her. So why are we splitting, right? Controversial, I know. But I think it kind of balances out because I was kind of covering the rent, early, and then she was able to save a lot of money.
Yeah, my mindset was like, oh, because I'm not paying for rent, I'm paying for the groceries or the date nights. It wasn't as much as the rent, but my mindset is like, oh, I'm saving for a down payment in the road or any other expenses down the road that we may have. For example, kids, investments, retirement down the road. So I was able to save.
See, that's the difference, bro. If you partnering with somebody and you paying the guy paying all the bills, cool. But it's like, what you doing with your money? If I'm paying the bills, your money ain't supposed to be used to just luxury shopping, miscellaneous stuff. You know what I mean? Unimportant. It should be saving, investments, and little stuff. Like you said, dates, groceries. We go out, vacations, stuff like that. You know what I mean? This not for you to be walking in this junk Amazon packages every day, Birkins. Nah, that money need to be be put up somewhere, bruh. You know what I mean? We working
quite a bit.
You gotta work, stay down with me for 5-10 years, so then we can live the rest of our life how we want to live. Like, I got you. Just trust me. I got the plan. Oh shoot, what I do?
And
I got
because
the
of
plan.
Steven, because of my living situation, and we're able to do half right now. Works for us.
Yeah, and to piggyback onto that as well is it was nice to be able, like, if they wanted us to do a larger down payment, Christine would actually be the one to make up that difference, right? So like I could only put like I think 5% was like my 5 or 10% really if I could have pushed it.
Yeah, I was ready to do like a 10% or even like higher than that. But we just thought, oh, might as well just save the money and then maybe invest it down the road, or maybe like we never know what's going on in the future. We can save it for another rainy day.
Yeah, and we leveraged, right, with this property. So, and knowing that interest rates will hopefully drop down, it is dropping down. We had locked in at 6.5%, but it's just really being it together, being aligned. And I did get a little bit of, I guess, commission from the realtor, which I actually got that money, but I used it to basically take care of the whole house, right? So like all the blinds, the fixtures, I kind of covered all that.
Yeah, the furniture.
Yeah, all the furniture. We did reuse a lot of the furniture for my apartment, right? A lot of the decorations you see, like this trees from my last apartment. But it actually like worked out. And like I said,
that's cool. Buy as you go. There's no need to rush. Buy as you go. Every property, buy some new furniture, new equipment. You know what I mean? And just bring it to the next. That's what I plan on doing. Shoot. Furniture is expensive, bro. Furniture is expensive.
But you get a difference because
for my furniture, I was using Facebook Marketplace, family, friends, deals at Lowe's. There's a little dent on that jump, 50% off. I take it. Low dent, 50% off. Good fridge, counter, all that. You know what I mean? I'm finding deals, bro. I ain't doing all that.
Sell some stocks to ruin that compounding.
Yeah,
for that.
I see.
So
I understand
to
that.
kind of summarize, here, as you can kind of see, it's mostly been kind of pretty split, I would say, in all phases. When we're dating and living apart, it was pretty much 50-50. Like, we didn't really track it. When we were living together, I was covering the rent, but then Christine would cover basically the groceries and anything that we did for fun, as well as save up for money for our future down payment. And then now that we have a house together, it's
50-50.
Probably the most 50-50 it is, even though I do make more, but because I was covering rent for like the past like 2.5 years, it kind of balances out. And then obviously, once we're married and she goes part-time, then it's probably gonna be mostly me covering the mortgage, and I might have to make some moves, which we'll talk about in another video if I want to pay off this house. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you have any questions. If you're interested in the multifamily mentorship program, check out the link down below.
So basically, man, where's my YouTube page at? So basically, man, what they were saying pretty valid in my opinion. I don't know how long they said they've been dating, but pretty much 50-50 like they said. Now, I don't understand why now all of a sudden 50-50 isn't accepted now. Like, I mean, of course, there's those people that's cool with it, but she making well over 6 figures, and she cool with 50-50. You know what I mean? Like I said, they make it work for their relationship. It might be times he paying all the bills, might be times she putting a 50%, might be times she stacking for the down payment, she's saving for retirement. Like I said, I think it really works. It's what works for your personal relationship. But I think all relationships should be like this, though. Like, kind of just adjust as time goes. That's just me, though. You know, God willing, I find somebody that agree with me, man. That agree with me. Let's see. Maybe I can find one more video real quick. React to real quick. I gotta see what oh nah. The diddler. The diddler, no cap. Prince County correctional officer charged days after graduation. What are they talking about?
Southern News is learning more about a Prince George's County rookie officer arrested in Virginia and one of the key crimes that departments across the region have been cracking down on.
Stolen vehicles. She's facing 3 counts of unauthorized use. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is on.
I'm sorry, that's not good to laugh, but it just, these YNs in these stolen vehicles, bruh. If y'all don't know, my vehicle got broken into like the day of graduation, bruh. The day of graduation, my car got broken into. I literally leave graduation. I go out to eat with the family. We eating good grubs, you know what I mean? I'm stuffed. I walk outside. I get in the car. I look to the side of my window. I'm like, I don't got no tent on this jump. That junk busted open. There's glass everywhere. They took my laptop. They took some shoes I had in the back. They took my hard drive with all my content, like years worth of content. I had years worth of content on that jump. They took that. And then my man got his car stolen, bruh. Straight out his garage. My other homie been getting his car broken into multiple times. So that's why I'm laughing, because it's just like these YNs be... And this is I don't know if it's a woman, a male, or a female. But that's... especially where I live. I live in Prince George's County, Maryland. And it's just the rates have been going up crazy this past 2 years, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's turning into like Atlanta now. Like, the Hyundais, the Infinities, the Kia boys, they are it's not safe, bruh. It's not safe out here no more.
Investigators say this officer actually left behind. Brad.
Yeah, so we broke the story of the arrest yesterday. Today, we got the court documents that lay out.
So a police officer got charged?
Rental cars that were not rented. There were no contracts. There was no authorization. They were just discovered to be missing from a rental car lot. And then, according to these allegations, connected to this police officer. Last March, the Prince George's County Police Department posted this photo on social media celebrating newly sworn-in police officer Sierra Alston's graduation from the police academy as part of honoring Women's History Month. Well, yesterday, the department revealed Alston was arrested last week and is facing felony charges for unauthorized use of rental cars stolen from Reagan National Airport. The news obtaining the criminal complaint filed in Arlington, Virginia, is now alleged
Reagan National,
just after that graduation picture was posted, the 6th rental car company recovered 3 2024 BMWs taken from their lot.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Authority police officer claiming that in one car they found a female PGPD jacket. In another, Alston's Instagram account was linked to the entertainment system.
What, bro? Come on now. Here's what I be saying every time, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, bruh. How you better go on a hit, bruh. You better go take somebody's car. First of all, you a police officer. You are a police officer. You registered in the system, bruh. They already got your fingerprints, all that. And then on top of that, you want to go steal cars from a car rental spot. Okay, cool. Okay. Then you want to hook your phone up to the odds because you trying to bump. You trying to crank it at joke. And they got you, bro. They got you. Come on now. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You know the technology go crazy now. They will find you. Do anything, bro. Like, you sniff, you breathe the wrong way, they will find you, bro. They have cameras everywhere. It says they caught you because of your Apple Pay, bro. Your Apple Play. Your Instagram was on there, bro.
Was recorded driving the third car during an interaction with a D.C. police officer. They also allege Alston's cell phone pinged near the airport on 3 occasions during the period when the cars were taken. The last time, just 5 days after her police graduation. We have asked the police department a series of questions about Alston's background check.
We gotta do better, bro.
She's still in a new hire probationary period. If she'll now be fired. And was she suspended when PGPD learned of the stolen cars back in July? Yeah, and just a short time ago, we learned that the police department here is not yet ready to answer our questions. We're going to keep posing them and stay on them until we find out exactly how this case has been handled. This officer, was she on the street the entire time, even after police learned that she was a suspect in the theft of these cars? The Prince George's County Police Headquarters, Brad Bell, 7 News.
Bizarre story. Thank you, Brad. And this isn't the first incident of concern for the department. Last week, we reported on a video posted on a local social media comedian's account that showed an officer participating in an apparent sketch with a department vehicle and holding a firearm in a mock arrest. The actions are under review. And in a statement to 7 News, we're told that the officer remains on full duty while Internal Affairs investigates.
If you're not making 150...
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. PG, you gotta do better, but I'm already knowing, bro. The burglaries around here have been going crazy. It's turning into Atlanta. Like, there ain't nobody safe. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this live stream for the night. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know any other content y'all want me to react to. If y'all want to see any videos y'all want me to react to, make sure y'all email me, jgorham1918@gmail.com. That's the email I'm using for right now. Might get a new one later, but email me there. Any questions, any videos y'all want me to react to. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love. And let's get this bag rolling, man. Peace.